Guys, we're taking another look at Create a Superstar in WWE 2K19. I want to show you one of my favorite uh, features. When you can go to this menu here right as you go into Create a Superstar and press down on the R, press down on R3 and you get these random superstars. Now remember in the old ones when you had these preset, a list of preset guys, there was like 10 or 8 of them or something like that. This one, there's thousands of options. You can just keep pressing it, and if you want to create your guy's look and do this just for the costume, you could do that as well. But I'm doing the whole thing. The only weird thing about this is the height and weights don't usually match. Sometimes it'll say like 6'5", 500 pounds, and the guy will clearly be under 300 pounds, but you can obviously change that easily just going under settings. As you can see, they give you a lot of good ideas here. I mean, if you're just trying to add superstars to sort of wrestle against or just enhance your roster, and then there's a lot of preset moves you can add to them as well. So some of the stuff looks a little ridiculous, and they don't just keep the default face either. They customize the entire face, so it's unlike the other ones where you just select it from the list of. I'm still looking for an idea that I like. I'm basically going to talk about the new stuff that's added to this game. But these are some really good ideas. Like, for example, let's say I keep this option. Okay. Now, he's 5'11", 504. See, that doesn't make sense because they randomly put a number in on the weight and it doesn't match the way he looks. But like I said, you could change that easily. He's a super heavyweight, even though he clearly doesn't look like one. 5'11", he is about 195 probably. Between 195 and 200. 195, 205, in that range. But yeah, that's not really a big issue. But look, they even added some facial details, like his face looks very realistic, but they added veins. I'm also going to take a look at this here. I'm only going to show you the new stuff that's no longer in, that was not in 2K18. I'm not going to go over everything, but just those. This is one thing here. This is your paybacks. You hold R2 before the attack is performed. The one thing I don't like about this is I don't play with Superstar Hub on. If you don't play with that on, you basically can't tell when this is activated because it's activated for a certain time limit, kind of like a signature move or something. Then it goes away and level 2 comes up, or sometimes neither one of them are up and you're just pressing the buttons hoping they're there. That's what I hate about it. Now, Fist of Fury, increased striking power, give you a minor speed boost, speed bluff. These right here are not as good as the level. The level 2s are incredibly good. Earn an extra finisher, you press it, you just get another finisher. I think that's pretty cool. Resiliency, we already know what that is. This year, you can escape submission with resiliency. If you could do that in 2K18, it never allowed me to do it. I was pressing L1 and it just didn't seem like that option was available. If you were up against a superstar with submission as a finisher or signature and you weren't close to the ropes, you pretty much lost that match. It was a guaranteed tap. That's one thing I did not like about that game. Greatly increased defense. I haven't used that one. Run it. This is awesome. You create a team and you activate that. I've used that before. It's really cool. The brass knuckle thing is awesome. The poison mist thing, it's always been in these WWE games. It just, you would select it on a moveset. Now you can't do that. You can get disqualified with these. which I think that's okay. I mean, low blow is just something they took from move theft. That's always been here. This is something interesting. They call it teleport behind your opponent. You're not actually teleporting. The light actually turns off. The room gets dark, then it turns back on, and you're in back of the opponent. It's pretty cool. I used it before, so I think it's a pretty cool feature. Now let's look at some of the customization options. Now you obviously have new clothes based on some of the superstars that are now in the game, but these are some. You now have a pumpkin. This cat head is new. This pig is new. That's not new. This dog head is new. I thought about using that. Not sure if I'm gonna use it. I may not, but it's kind of neat actually. It would be kind of weird to wrestle with that on, but if you want, you can add parts to it, like go to images and maybe create something ridiculous like this here. Look at that. That's ridiculous, but I mean, you know, who's to say that's a bad idea? Now what if I take the mask? Look at that. I mean, if you want to create like a twisted character, you could do something ridiculous like that. And I say ridiculous, it is ridiculous, but it's pretty crazy too. I've always liked that clown image thing. These, look at that, the clown face is still there. I didn't realize this. What if I put it on the rabbit? Oh, you can't put it on that. You see this? You could do something ridiculous like that. See how crazy that is? I mean, this is nothing new. You could do this, and the stuff I'm doing now is stuff you could do from 2K18, but I just thought I'd look at it. Wow, look at that. I would actually consider using, like, taking this idea and using it. If you make the material vinyl, it almost looks like flesh a little bit. Not quite, but look at that. Are you kidding me? Or you could take a created face, or download a photo of a face or something like that of a cartoon character. Oh man, look at that. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on, let me edit that image so that it's more in place. It's not gonna be in place. Or if you want to, you could do something like this. Watch what I do here. You could just use the mouth. I mean, that looks crazy, but that's the whole point. You know, you want to do something twisted. Anyway, let's go back to this. One thing that's new is some of them textures. Even the ones that were already in it look different than the previous years. They seem to always change it. But this new thing called steel bumped really makes things look metal, so I think that's really cool if you really want something to look metal. I mean, the metallic thing on here looks more metal than it did before, but this right here just kind of puts it on another level. This is really cool here. They got some VR glasses. I don't know that that would be something I'd want to use. These that I'm looking at here were pretty much on the other version. Actually, I'm gonna delete his hair because I want to look at every mask option. So yeah, let's make him bald because some hairstyles you can't use masks, and you know, I understand. Let's see what new masks they have on here. Most of them are the same. I think that might be new. I think it was in the game under another color. I think that's just one of Vader's masks. These masks are really cool, I tell you. I don't even know who these masks belong to. I'm not familiar with the WWE roster, but I think that was in it. I believe. People are using that to create the Black Panther on the download. Look, this, I could be wrong. I think that's new. That's not something that I guarantee you. Now watch this. That's really cool. You can create like a steel character, like, if you want to. It's really cool. I think that mask looked different. You got a blindfold mask. If you want to have like a, or you can use that and then do what I was doing before. I'm a fan of doing like twisted stuff like this. I don't currently have a lot of wrestlers that are twisted like this, but I'm certainly a fan of doing that. But yeah, you have the blindfolds now. This might be new. I don't really know. I've never used it. That comes with like hair. That might belong to a WWE superstar. There's a few new glasses. What about face cover? I haven't really looked at this. I don't know what's new and what isn't. I don't remember seeing this. I don't know what it is. It looks like something from a mental asylum or something like that. But I really don't know. I think that's the only new. This could be new. I don't know. What about headgear? No, we looked at that already. Hooded clothing. I never used hooded clothing for my custom wrestlers, so I don't know if this is even on there. High collar. I didn't use a lot of this either because this stuff is only used for entrances. I like entrances, but chances are if something was for entrance only, there's a good chance that I can miss it because I like the entrances and stuff, but I don't focus. They won't let me look at this one for some reason. I don't know why. It doesn't show the circle with the line through it, which would mean that I can't use it. 2K19 has more restrictions on what you can put together now. I'm not completely sure as to why that is. I guess the engine is stronger or something. or I don't know. It doesn't look like anything new is on here. I don't believe any of this is new. Headwear. I do believe that this is new. That's new. It's like some new wrestler or something. Where's that? I'm pretty sure that wasn't in it. Maybe we could look at this stuff for women too if you want, but I don't think that was in it. I don't know that for sure. Some people do these videos without commentary. I may start doing them without the commentary and just thumb through them. Maybe people like those more. I don't really know if they do or not. I'm not sure, but I think this is from King Booker. Oh, this part's not available. It's only available in entrances. This is a pimp hat. It's a little bit over the top. That might be the one that Godfather uses. I don't really know. This is kind of like a... I'm just trying to make that badge look. Trying to see how realistic I can make it look. That looks better, but I don't know. Most of this stuff looks the same. I'm gonna go to outfits and show you guys what's different. Which means I'm gonna have to delete some of this stuff because a lot of this stuff doesn't go together. They got rules on what you can wear together, and they're a lot more strict now than 2K18. I almost would rather them just keep the 2K18 engine. It's the same engine, but I'm talking about they've edited it and empowered it. I do think the wrestlers' faces look more realistic on your creative players. They look very realistic on 2K18. I'm gonna tell you one thing. I see people doing review videos, and some people hate the game. They think it's terrible. This is an incredibly awesome game. And you're talking to somebody who doesn't even watch the WWE. I'm not even a wrestling. Like, I don't watch the show. I'm a fan of the video games, which some people may see that as kind of odd, but... And then on outfits, they always add the new superstars clothes, but they also have stuff from wrestlers that are in the game, like the Honky Tonk Man and Doink. Anyway, I'm getting ready to end this video. I'm going to do a part 2 of it. I'm not sure what my time limit is for YouTube yet, but I've had some of them cut short without notice. Like, I'd record for a certain amount of time and the video would actually turn out to be shorter than that. So I'm going to cut this off. I'm going to do some more videos, but if you have any questions about this game, something you want to look at, just leave a comment below and let me know.